Hi, I'm going to show you how to fill out your bubble sheet for your test. At SQU, for final exams, we normally have bubble sheets that you fill out. When you go into your testing room, the teacher will give you question papers and also this answer page, this bubble sheet. On the question pages, you'll find, for example, all of the listening questions. You'll also find the reading text and the reading questions and the language use text and questions. That's for the questions. This page is for your answers. The computer will read your answer sheet, so you need to make sure it's very clear so the computer can read it. At the top, you need to put your name. Here's my name. And you need to put your college. I'm going to put engineering as an example. Then you need to put your SQU ID number. And your section number 190. Here you need to fill in the bubbles so the computer can read who you are, what your SQU ID number is and what your section number is. And you need to do it completely. So under the 1, I'm going to fill out the 1. Under the 2, a 2. Under the 3, 3. 4, 5, and 6. For my section number, I need to do the same thing. So under the 1, I will fill out the 1. Under the 9, and the 0. I need to make sure it's filled out completely so the computer can read it. If I don't do it completely and it looks just something like this, then maybe the computer will not read it correctly and I will not get credit for that answer or for who I am and what my section number is. You need to make sure the computer can read your answers well. Here on the test, you'll see different sections. Here's reading test 1 and reading test 2. Here's language use. And here's listening test 1 and listening test 2. Your test will look similar, maybe not exactly the same. So for question number 1, I'm going to read the question and I'm going to put my answer here. So let's say, for example, question number 1, the answer is A. I'm going to complete this by filling out the A. It's a good idea to put your answers directly here. Don't put them on the question sheet. Put them here first. That will save you some time. You're working quickly during your test, so you don't want to waste any time by putting your answers on the question sheet first. Just put your answers here. This is especially important on the listening test. During the listening test, you do not have a lot of extra time. If you put your answer on the question sheet, and you don't put it here on your computer answer sheet, then you'll not get credit for that, or you will miss points if you put them there and not here. So here you need to make sure and put your answers right away. Here we've got A, B, C, D. Here we've got some true, false. Make sure it's complete. You will also see there are some places that look like this. There's a blank here. Any place there's a blank, you're going to be writing a word and you need to make sure the spelling is correct. So for example, here my word is cat. That's my answer. Over here, you will see there's a place that says teacher only. That's not for you. That's for the teacher to complete, whether it's correct or not correct. So that's not for student use. That's just for teacher use. So here on all of these questions, I can see these are all A, B, C, D. These are all true, false. Here's A, B, C, true, false. A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C. Here are some blanks. When you're finished, you need to check and make sure that all of your questions have been answered. And when you're done with your test, you can hand your test back to your teacher. The computer will read your answers, so make sure it's very clear.